Review.
Motocross racing gets physical in MX vs ATV Alive. Colliding with opponents is now a legitimate tactic rather than a cause of frustration, and the action is significantly more exciting as a result. It's not all good news in this sequel to MX vs ATV Reflex though. There's no structured career mode, there are no vehicle types beyond those mentioned in the title, and there are only 2 event types. Additional features are promised in the form of downloadable content, but right now this off-road offering barely does enough to justify even its seemingly attractive $40 price tag. Climbing onto either a bike or a quad as a level 1 rider can be daunting, particularly if you never played Reflex. Not only do you have to use both analog sticks to control your vehicle and rider independently, but no attempt is made to explain more advanced techniques, such as using the clutch to get off the start line quickly or to maintain speed through corners. Regardless, it shouldn't take you long to get a handle on the basics and start winning races. With 4 difficulty settings to choose from, it doesn't matter how good you are. You should be able to set up races that are appropriately challenging. As you throw yourself into corners and launch yourself off huge mounds of dirt, you have to contend with opponents who, while capable of making mistakes, are always fiercely competitive. Collisions are commonplace, but they can work to your advantage because it's possible to send an opponent to the dirt without taking a tumble yourself. Major mishaps aside, anytime you're in danger of falling off your ride, you get an opportunity to recover by quickly flicking the right analog stick in the direction indicated on screen. It's a good system. Races are far less frustrating when you're not falling off after every mistake, and you're not punished for riding aggressively. At the end of every race, both you and your ride earn experience points and levels. Leveling up unlocks loads of extra customization options. You get new paint jobs and performance improving parts for your vehicles, licensed gear, and even rider abilities that can make it easier to prevent spills or to knock opponents out of the way. There's also an ability that increases the number of experience points you receive after every race, which comes in very useful when you're eager to unlock the tracks that don't become available until you reach levels 10 and 25. Alternatively, you can spend around $6 to unlock everything instantly, but where's the fun in that? MX vs ATV Alive offers a dozen different full-length tracks, plus 4 short tracks and a couple of modest free-ride environments. Annoyingly, the vast majority of this mostly great content isn't available from the outset, and unlocking it takes long enough that you inevitably end up having to replay the same few tracks over and over again. The redeemable code included with new copies of the game can be used to download 2 additional tracks located in a 3rd free-ride environment. But even taking those into account, the selection that's on offer for the first few hours of racing is woefully inadequate. One way to lessen the repetition of racing against the same AI riders on the same tracks is to put your skills to the test against human opponents, which still earns you experience points for your persistent rider and vehicles. MX vs ATV Alive supports 2-player split screen in a full field of 12 racers, as well as online play for up to 12 riders. Split screen play works well enough, though there's some noticeable texture and object popping that's not present when playing solo. The mostly lag-free online play suffers no such distractions and is a lot of fun. Outside of races, your only option is to explore a few different locales in free ride mode. You can earn experience as you explore by completing challenges such as long jumps, locating secret vehicles, and performing tricks. Sadly, tricks are not the game's strong suit. Air tricks take too long to play out once you initiate them, and so you need to get a lot of airtime for them to be successful. Aggressive opponents coupled with tracks that get increasingly deformed and torn up as races progress sprinkle every lap with some welcome unpredictability. MX vs ATV Alive offers better racing than its predecessor, but sadly it's not good value for money. Even after you spend several hours unlocking all that it has to offer, this is a game that's desperately in need of more content.